I was at the Freedom 500 yesterday, which I don't know if that video is already up, probably. So much fun. The car's all ready to be brought over to Randy, and we are gonna do some special stuff with the color on the inside. So while we've been gone, they've been doing lots of little stuff like grinding off little tabs and just stuff that's not needed. All these little nubs and stuff in the back, prepping everything, getting these panels fitted. Alberto got all the Lexan windows fitted in here. All the wiring's been massively simplified, tucked up out of the way. What we'll probably do first is spray the cage and then worry about everything else. But the windshield's out, all the sound deadening's out. In the trunk, we started simplifying things, taking things out. That way when we go to paint, we'll have the best end result. I'm so excited for the transformation of this thing. Looking good on this side, Alberto. Well, we are going over to Randy's to do some paint stuff. Alberto is putting his E36 under the knife. I forgot how beautiful this car is. I'm really excited for you to have a sick engine in it now.
I know, right? I can't wait for it to make actual power now. Over 500.
And with all due respect, I know the BMW engines are really good and people have good luck with them. Alberto has just not had the best luck, and I think it's the right move for him to move over to the JZ platform where he's way more knowledgeable and has a lot more experience with.
Yeah, and it's a more reliable engine and easier to work on.
So,
and I'll get that other point because working on this engine kind of sucks sometimes. And no more oil leaks.
I'm excited for you, bro. Today's the day. We're gonna take a quick break so I can give a massive shout out to one of my sponsors, Ring. Ring's mission is to make neighborhoods safer. You might already be familiar with their smart video doorbells and cameras that protect millions of people all around the world. Ring helps you stay connected to your home, so no matter where you are, you can see if there's a surprise visitor, a package being delivered, and it has HD video along with two-way audio communication. You guys know from a few videos back, it also came in handy at the shop. You know, dumb stuff like I lose my camera and I can go back on the footage and I can look, okay, where was the last place I had my camera? And sure enough, I found it hidden underneath the toolbox because I was an idiot that dropped it and never picked it up. Ring makes a lot of awesome products and I think you guys will really like them. And as a subscriber, you guys have a special offer on a Ring welcome kit. All you have to do is go to ring.com/LZ. The kit will set you up with a video doorbell along with a Chime Pro, which is all you need to start building a ring of security around your home. Check it out, take advantage of the deal. All you have to do is go to ring.com/LZ. And I'd like to give a massive, massive, massive thank you to Ring for sponsoring this video and continuing to work with me. Now let's get back to the video. All right, Randy, we brought you another one.
All right.
He's kind of corrupted me too, because I had somewhat mild plans and he wants to go wild.
We are going to go wild. Figured go big or go home, right? It's always been your motto.
So what's the first step with this?
So the first step is kind of just to get all these pretty cables that you guys unwrapped up, get them all taped up. Sholin's pretty much prepped most of the bay, which he did a good job. It's pretty cool, man. And I mean, other than that, once we get it all taped up, we're gonna blow it out first, and we're gonna spray some etcher primer on these raw metal on the cage. That way it'll just sit, it's real quick, has a 25-minute cure time. Go back over it, maybe like some 600, 800, and put that nasty roll cage color on there.
Sick. I don't know if it's gonna compare to your burgers, but we got you with the burgers today.
Oh, yeah.
So as I told you, Randy didn't want me to do any basic, you know, just white interior or paint it blue, so he convinced me to do an accent color. Randy does really cool work with like pearls and stuff, so it made sense. Originally, we based it off Grigio Telesto, which is a really cool gray color, and if you notice, in the sun, he put some blue pearl in it, so we kind of have a blue flip. But it was a little bit too close to the color blue on the car, so we tinted it a little bit lighter with some white, and now it's probably more similar to a Nardo gray. But still, when the sun hits it, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell in the video, it's got a really, really cool blue pearl to it. So, a little bit different, still basic, but should be kind of cool. So we're leaving it here in Randy's hands. He's gonna get the cage done today, and the interior will be tomorrow. So it'll be cool having an accent cage. I was gonna be lazy and just paint it all one color, but I'm happy you're making me do it right.
Yeah, we got some custom colors coming.
Also, just to be clear too, I know a lot of you guys were suggesting that this would be something that I could probably practice learning to paint on. I don't want to do it on a cage, because just from painting those handlebars, I feel like it's so much more intricate and easy to get runs than a flat panel.
It definitely is. It's a lot harder.
And to get coverage in those little nooks and crannies and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like getting paint up in these areas, especially when it's a tri-stage and there's pearl, and getting the right color is very, very, very difficult. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like. Randy's the man and was able to knock out the E36 pretty fast. So we're coming back. I think we're about 48 hours later, or is it 24 hours later? A little over 24 hours, and I'm pretty sure it's done, so I'm excited to see how it looks. Oh boy. Look at all this blue. Woo! The full red delete. I'm pumped, man. The one thing this car's been missing is a clean interior, and it's kind of like made the car and the whole build look cheap. So I'm pumped.
Definitely looks good now. I think the blue and the blue is a big change for it.
How'd the cage color come out?
Cage color came out amazing.
Let's look at this. It really needs the light.
Out of that when they see it out in the sun.
Let me get it to focus. So it's cool when you hit it right. That video that you sent me the other night where you can kind of see it illuminate. It's hard for me to pull it off with the camera. It's almost like it needs to be like lit from in back.
Let me see if I can get it. This way. Can you focus there?
Let me bump that. There you go. Looks so cool.
Sweet.
I'm pumped, man.
Definitely is gonna look good.
How'd the color lay?
It laid out pretty nice. Overall coverage was good. We had a couple mod daubers in there. So, but aside from it all, it laid out pretty nice.
The good thing is like some of the areas that did get affected by the mud and the dust blowing out, we have like really nice like dimple dye panels that are going in the footwell, so.
Yeah, I think that's actually gonna cover up a lot of the little fizzy spots, but overall I'm really happy. It looks really good.
And this was supposed to be a thrash car, so I can't complain. I'm pumped though, man.
That's awesome.
So good. She's going home. And now tomorrow we get to assemble her and she'll all come together. Got all the parts laid out. Super pumped to have a full blue E36. And I think it was the right call doing the cage at accent color. So I'm pumped that Randy made me do that. So this will technically be tomorrow's video, but we are gonna go testing with the E36. Unfortunately, it's a little rainy out. We're here bright and early to get this thing back together. We've already started on some stuff, but I'm gonna set up a little time lapse while we start unwrapping the cage, put some new taillights in, started running the harness, but it's gonna look awesome. What do you think, Johan? Do you approve?
Oh, it looks sick.
It's gonna make the car look like 10 times nicer.
Yeah, it changed the whole car.
Yeah. Before it was kind of like, now it's kind of like, yeah. Always fresh paint. I'm protecting right now the bar where the harnesses go before we put the seats in. That way when the harnesses slide on, it's not going to wear the paint. And these are going to be very, very last because these get damaged the most from the harness. So just some 3M clear bra, and it usually does the trick and holds up pretty well. I've been up in the air helping dial stuff in, but I'm hyped on how these floor panels look. Everything's super good. The handbrake setup looks super nice. It's definitely coming along. I think for testing, I'm gonna probably leave these wrapped for now until I have time to properly clear bra them, just so they don't get dinged up. But man, am I pumped to drive this thing. Originally, I was going to do a separate video testing, but I think I'm actually gonna just throw it in here. It's rainy, so it's probably not gonna be the best footage. But look at how nice the inside of this car came out. I'm leaving the door bars on for now just to play it safe. But it went from looking like a piece of junk to a proper race car now. Look at that. I'm excited. Even though it's rainy, a lot of my friends that I don't get to drive with often are here. Brake shift guys, some of the monster guys. Schoolman. What'd you break?
I didn't break, it's just not happy.
Shulman's having a bad day. Gonna load this thing and get her filthy right after she got all the fresh paint. All right, this will be the first official in-car footage of this car, because usually I blow it up before I get to have any sort of GoPro attached to my helmet. So we're gonna take it out. It's a wet layout. I don't really know the layout. I'm gonna do a couple solo laps, shakedown, check over stuff, check fluids, make sure everything's good, watch temps before I really start shredding with everybody. So I'm excited. I don't have my orange gloves, which is a big buzzkill. They got lost, so I'm using my FD gloves. A lot different experience with these. drivetrain seems to shock quite a bit. Car's definitely slow in the rain. We only got up to 178 though, which is a good sign. I just don't know that I'm doing the layout properly, so I might try to follow someone. Car feels good though. Definitely slow right now, but I'd rather it be slow than too fast. To see with all the water on my windshield. I don't have windshield wipers because Alberto deleted the wiring. I'm gonna go check over the car real quick. Temps are only 190, so that's good.
There we go. Of course his test lap is tandeming. Jeez. Hey.
So if you guys have been watching drift videos for a really long time, you might remember my friend Sean. Actually the first person I ever did tandems with in a red S13. Well now, he's got a red S15 and he's about to let me take it for a spin since I'm hibernating while it's raining. What's up, bro? And we even wore the same shirt today.
How crazy is that?
All right, so give me the details. RB S15?
Yeah.
How much power?
420.
Yeah, blaze it, bro.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I love it.
Our first drift event was together. You moved, right? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I'm living back in Jacksonville now.
Feels nice and responsive. Whoop.
It's old.
Had to find the handbrake. Wow, it's real responsive.
58 precision.
I dig it.
Couldn't get a Garrett. That's what I'm talking about.
Right there.
Yeah.
Alright, we know now. Okay. Oh, she's trying to gap us, bro. Getting spicy over here. Her car's fast. Man, this thing's fun.
I'm so happy you love it, bro. I thought you were gonna tell me my shit sucks.
Dude, it's the S15 with an RB, bro. Why would I not like that?
No, I just thought like I had like shitty knuckles and suspension and like I have shitty coilovers and shitty knuckles.
Dude, the simpler the better.
Yeah.
Like it feels like a proper S chassis.
Dude, that's so good to hear.
It's fun but hard when I can't really see anything. It's crazy because I heard your car and I thought it was an RB or like a JZ.
That's everyone.
Yeah, I've never heard of EQ that sounds like this. What does it make? Like 370, I'm guessing? Yeah.
380.
Yeah.
like 6 pounds of boost.
I know once you start getting to 400, that's when it starts getting dicey, so I assumed you wouldn't do that for a drift car.
Yeah.
Was it like 5-6 pounds?
6. That's it. You get my camera? Yeah. You want to use it? No, it's fine.
HR?
D.
Oh shit. No slider?
No.
Am I taller than you or are you taller than me?
I don't know.
I'm 6'1".
I'm 6'1", 6'2". So
Okay.
maybe about the same.
Feels really grippy. Super easy to drive. I can feel all the caster though. That thing's rad, dude.
Yeah.
Super easy to drive. I think having so much caster in it just makes it feel less like a Z and more like an S chassis.
A little bit. That's why it feels a little funny.
Dang, this thing's fun, man.
Cool. Yeah, everything's solid in the rear. I think the diff has a lot of slack in it.
Yeah, I was just making sure because I heard it and I didn't want to be like aggressively clutch kicking it. I feel like I'm having too much fun. I don't want to get too carried away. This thing's good, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's probably one of the easiest cars I've ever driven. For like how simple the setup is.
But is it hard to follow? Is it because right now the car's way quicker than
I think it's just, yeah, I think that's what you're struggling with, dude. You have so much grip. It's fun because I'm used to like being able to kind of bully people around, but for sure, I mean, you could feel me left foot braking almost the entire time behind them. It's just, you're gonna have to rely more on the left foot brake than handbraking, because when you handbrake, it's gonna choke the car out and it's gonna be really hard. Where if you can kind of drive up and like kind of use the foot brake more, this thing's really good.
Sometimes when I push the foot brake too much, it kind of makes you just like over rotate or grip up too much.
Yeah, it's a weird balancing act, but that's what I found, like driving it for sure. I was just kind of, it's tough too in the rain because you have to have a lot of confidence in the front not to push or do anything weird, but it definitely worked.
And another issue I have is whenever I run a less grippy tire like everyone else, I can't catch up. If I like
more rear toe.
More? Do like a half?
Yeah, I run anywhere from like 1/4 to an inch depending on the car. It depends on the tire too. Like Griva don't have a lot of forward bite.
No, they have a lot of side bite.
I'm running an inch on the Chaser with those tires. 265s with an inch. So I think I'm gonna close out this video here. I had a blast driving. I just got to the point where it's a little bit too dangerous with not being able to see or anything. Colette's been having a good time with her Z. It's fun driving other people's cars, and I'm so happy with how much better this car looks now that the inside's painted. Gotta give a massive shout out to Randy for doing such an awesome job. I can't wait to show you guys the cage in the daylight, but now that everything's painted, I'm gonna probably unwrap those tomorrow and wrap the door bars so they get protected. It just looks like so much more of a proper car. We have that firewall delete panel too, we just haven't painted that yet. But I'm super excited. Now it feels like the interior matches what the car does on the outside, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Hope you guys are doing good. And a reminder, I think the burnout video will be done by tomorrow. There's been so many clips and so many submissions that doing the stay home burnout challenge is a little bit more of an undertaking than I thought, but luckily I've got Mike from Divine Media helping me on it, so we should be able to knock it out pretty soon.